Okay, so the hub's now done, wheel bearings, ball joints, and I can now move on to the next job. So when I was doing the drive shaft, I replaced the inner CV joint, or the inner CV boot, and I've also done the outer CV boot. There is two circlips, a small one on the top and a slightly bigger one in the bottom, and unfortunately I snapped the bigger of the two. But thanks to the legend that is Paul P, he's come to my rescue. If you don't know who Paul P is, go and check out his channel. He has a phenomenal Mini, one of a kind, world's first Mini on full hydraulics, proper American style. It jumps, it bounces, it twerks. This thing's an animal. And he's got a new project coming up soon as well, so you don't want to miss that out. So go over, check out his channel, and thank you so much, mate. Really, really appreciate that. So we can now get the drive shaft built and get that back into the car. So use these pliers. As you squeeze them, they widen up. Put that into the groove there. I can spread that to get it over the shaft. There we go. That locates into that hole. And just give it a bit of a squeeze up with some pliers to make sure it's nice and located. Take my old CV joint, just straighten that up. What I want to do is pack in here full of grease. So what I'm doing is just putting grease into the centre shaft, and basically I'm going to push it down, and then pushing it down it sort of goes in and around. You'll start to see it coming out of the joins in a second. So you see it coming out? Okay, just straighten that up again. So now I want to put the CV joint onto the drive shaft and then give it a bit of a tap to locate it. The splines on the shaft and the splines inside here. So I'm going to take the castle nut, just wind that on. I'm just going to give this a bit of a whack. So line it up, making sure I've got my new CV joint on the shaft. Right. And then I'm going to give my hands a quick wipe. And also the boot. It'd be really handy if I had some brake cleaner right now, because you're going to spray it on and the stuff will just run off. But I've used everything that I've got, and all the shops are shut. So just put that boot up and over. So for some reason, all the drive shaft boots come with cable ties, plastic cable ties, which are completely useless for anything that's going to get hot or rotate. So I like to put these clamps here on. What they do is they go around, they've got teeth on the bottom here and they lock into place. You pull them tight and then you use this tool to clamp the thing up together. So show you like that. So that goes like that. It gets wrapped around. Then the teeth get located in place. Then using the tool over the raised section, you grab it and then you squeeze it into place. That way, that boot is not going absolutely anywhere. Unfortunately, I haven't got any small ones for the inner. So the inside one here will have to be done up with a cable tie for now. And then, as and when I can, I'll look to change that to a metal clip. The same for back here. I'm going to put the metal clip around there on over the inner pot joint, and then that job will be done once that's in the car. So apart from an excessive amount of tool cleaning I've got to do over here, the hub is ready to be bolted back on, as is the drive shaft. So let's crack on and fit them to the car, and then we can tighten up the bolts ready to offer up the brakes. Here we go. Having all new suspension, there's not a huge deal of play in there, and I'll be damned if I can lift any of that up around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whiz off the top tower bolt, compress the cone, hopefully that'll give me enough movement to be able to get that arm onto the hub. Okay, so from just taking the pressure off of the cone, I can now lift this arm up. I should be able to lift it up enough to be able to slot the hub underneath. So I'll just de-adjust the pressure from the tower bolt, and then that there should hold all that in place. So I'm going to leave it here for today's video. If you have enjoyed this content, as always, please click the thumbs up button, comment down below, and if you can, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. So that's it, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully we can get this car back rolling on its wheels. So I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.